The idea behind student representatives sitting at various university policy-making committees is to get together, to hear things out, and to bridge communication gaps. However, issues this school year, such as the venue rental fees policy and also the release of the activities manual, have shown that no additional getting together often contributes to a solution. I'm referring here to fighting for student representatives or seats at major policy-making bodies. So this brings us to the issue of ambivalence on matters of authority and rights of the students. So ultimately, the question here is that, what if the administration ceases to listen? What is your proposed solution to it? So who?
Can you repeat the
Okay,
question?
am I going to pass? Okay. Again, this is on student representatives in policy-making bodies. So the idea of student representatives sitting at various policy-making committees is to hear things out, get together, and bridge communication gaps. However, this school year has proven or shown that, brought by the issue of venue rental fees policy and also the release of the activities manual, that no amount of getting together with the certain administrators contribute to a solution. Kasi diba, we're not in agreement with how they run things or how they cater to student representatives. So ultimately, it leads us to the question, what if the administration ceases to listen? Paano pag hindi na sila nakinig? What is your proposed solution? Who would like to start from? Amy, you'd like to go first? Okay.
As we all know, we have the Council of Deans, which is the highest policy-making body in the university. So with that, what the Santugon will fight for is that we can actually kausapin namin yung Council of Deans na we can present our stand and ask them to hear from us. Kahit na ayaw tayo pakinggan ng mga small offices like offices of for physical facilities and for student activities. Kasi like what the Council of Deans said before na meron na talaga tayong certain issues na di na natin kaya pakialaman. Like for example, for paying the faculties and other issues na sensitive to the administration. However, once the students na pinag-uusapan, the Council of Deans will allow the students to represent there and to actually say our emotions and intentions for the students. So yun, that's what Santugon will fight for. A representative in the Council of Deans. This is a representative for Council of Deans.
Can you?
Hello. I think when you talk about student representation in terms of university committees and what decisions they come to make, they make. When you talk about it in an educational perspective, you would actually think that the recent pedagogies of the transformative learning theory that was applied in the university actually makes the entire university student-centered. So I think when it comes to university committees and in the recent trends and issues in education, stating that administration should look more into the feedback of their students rather to mirror their decisions to ensure the holistic development of these students. Now with regards to issues on rental fees, the activities manual, you see these things hamper your development. And I think there's no distinct conclusion on why it is being implemented like that. So I think when TAPAT says that we demand for student representation, it demands to that fact that you're applying things like these, transformative learning, changes in education, world-class research university. You just throw these things back at them. Because you can't do that if you don't listen to the students' feedback. And you can't do that if your students don't have a say in this university.
Can I just make a follow-up question on that for both Amy and Anil? The ultimate question was if the administrators stops to listen.
With me, I don't see a reason for the administration to stop listening when they are proposing educational revolutions within the university. When you propose that, you have to benchmark on world-class universities like Harvard, who also have wide student representation. in their university. I think when you want to be world-class, you have to be competitive. And your students will define what is competition. Your students will define who are the world-class competitive students, and you have to get their feedback. And there's no room for the administration to say no to that.
Like what I said earlier, kahit na ayaw tayo pakinggan ng small offices, we can always resort to the Council of Deans. And then, it's actually a challenge for the Vice President for Academics to devise a way kung paano tayo pakikinggan ng mga administrators. Siguro hindi tayo pinakikinggan dahil kulang ang ating research or feeling na nabaliwala tayo. But once we present a full-blown proposal, hindi sila makakadong sa atin. Kasi alam naman nila na tayo may point kahit pa paano.
I think we should entertain another question coming from the audience.